You know, sometimes, bro, people make mistakes. And to be fair, that mistake can be pretty, you know, you can't really come back from it. Let's just say that. And the guy that I'm talking about, you guys know him, Kanye West. You know, the self-hating black man, Uncle Ruckus, fuck. But apparently he came out with a, you know, apology, I guess, or some shit like that. I don't know. But we got ourselves. Kanye thinks we're dumb with this fake apology from Jew Almighty. Me personally, bro, I don't buy his apology. Kanye has apologized so many fucking times. It just gets to a point where we just gotta let the brother go, man. We just gotta let him go.
I've been done with Ye since.
You hear about slavery for 400 years? For 400 years, that sounds like a choice.
Okay, bro.
Everything he said and done since like 2013 has made it clear that he does not care about the black community. From Confederate flags and swastikas on clothing.
Okay, I knew Kanye was bad, but now he wearing shit like this, bro. What the fuck is this, bro?
MAGA hats, White Lives Matter shirts,
I'm not gonna lie.
Flags and swastikas on clothing. MAGA.
This pissed me the fuck off, bro. This shit right here pissed me the fuck off. There's no reason for him to be wearing a Make America Great Again hat and hugging up on Trump, bro. And you know Trump looking at this nigga like he's some jungle monkey or some shit.
Hats, White Lives Matter shirts, anti-black statements, cozying up to white supremacists, becoming a puppet for anti-black influencers like Nick Fuentes and Candace Owens, idolizing Hitler.
I like Hitler. I do not. The Holocaust is not what happened. Let's look at the facts of that. And Hitler has a lot of redeeming.
Yeah, let's downplay the Holocaust. Let's downplay the Holocaust.
Praising Nazis.
You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
Well, I see good things about Hitler also. The Jew, I love everyone. I'm done with.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I thought this shit was fake.
The classifications.
When I first saw it.
Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially Hitler.
And in the process,
that is insane, bruh. Especially Hitler.
An entire generation of black and brown alt-right white supremacists.
What the fuck? Get this shit off my fucking screen!
Myron, Andrew Tate, they're all despicable. Hateful people that spread anti-black rhetoric on their platforms. And they are riding the black Nazi wave that Ye created.
Nigga, Heil Hitler. Heil Hitler.
Oh, now he has the confidence to fucking say it. It's crazy how, like, wasn't Sneeko like a Muslim like 2 months ago? Now he's not. Like, this guy's a fucking cornball, bro.
Do you notice nobody had any negative feedback about it?
I think one of the most lied about figures in history. I definitely think by far one of the most lied about figures in history.
You know, I'm kind of thinking we should bring the Nazi salute back.
That's why I personally would never rock with Ye again. And this is coming from a day
Okay,
yeah,
that's crazy.
Who through his run up until My Twisted Dark Fantasy in 2010, Kanye was my favorite rapper. I've had major life milestones that played out to Kanye's music. But at the end of the day, I'm pro-black and I care about my community. And I don't think we should be supporting someone that doesn't.
I get nigga got mental problems and drug issues, but like that's not a fucking excuse for this, bro. Like it just gets to a point. There's autistic people out here that don't salute to Hitler. Okay? There's no fucking excuse, bro. I feel like Kanye, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know what happened to Kanye, man.
Rock with us and has given white supremacists a cosign. So when I see that Kanye took out a full-page ad apologizing for his racist, anti-Semitic
too late for all that shit.
One thing I noticed is he didn't really apologize to the black community. We didn't get
an apology.
He didn't. Just a my bad for letting y'all down when he did way more than that.
Like, you was there for 400 years and it's all of y'all.
But I'm Jew.
Slavery was a choice, bro. That is insane, bro.
Welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it. So Kanye took out a full-page ad in the Wall Street Journal to publicize his apology and to try to walk back all his Nazi support.
He's been doing that. Yeah, there's no walking that back. You're just fucking cooked. Shut the fuck up, Kanye. I hate you. Kanye. You're a disgrace to black people. You're a disgrace to the people of this country in general. Sucking up to fucking white supremacists and shit. Fuck is wrong with you,
At
nigga?
this point. To those I've heard, 25 years ago, I was in a car accident that broke my jaw and caused an injury to the right frontal lobe of my brain. At the time, my focus was on visible damage, the fracture, the swelling, and the immediate physical trauma. The deeper injury, the one inside my skull, went unnoticed. I know this apology just started, but it feels like he's already about to blame his Nazi, white supremacist, racist, anti-black, anti-Semitic behavior on anything other than his actual self. Comprehensive scans were not done, neurological exams were limited, and the possibility of a frontal lobe injury was never raised. I wasn't properly diagnosed until 2023. That medical oversight caused serious damage to my mental health and led to my bipolar 1 diagnosis. Yes, a traumatic brain injury, TBI, or head injury can trigger or increase the risk of developing bipolar disorder, with research showing a clear link between brain trauma and onset mood episodes. Though it's multifactorial and depends on injury location and severity. Bipolar disorder comes with its own defense system. Denial. When you're manic, you don't think you're sick. You think everyone else is overreacting. You feel like you're seeing the world more clear than ever, when in reality, you're losing your grip entirely. Once people label you as crazy, you feel as if you cannot contribute anything meaningful to the world. It's easy for people to joke and laugh it off when it comes to the fact this is a very serious, debilitating disease that you can die from. According to the WHO.
What a fall from grace this man went through, bro. Genuinely, bro. And it's crazy because he like, isn't he now a billionaire again? Like, how many times did he lose his status of being a billionaire? And here's the thing though too, I would never want to be a billionaire, bro. You gotta be a slimy motherfucker to be a billionaire. Like a multi-billionaire, like, in my opinion. I don't understand I don't know, man. They keep giving this nigga passes, bro. Oh, he said he's sorry. Oh, let's give him back his Adidas deal. Like, I don't get that shit, bro.
When Cambridge University, people with bipolar disorder have a life expectancy that is shortened by 10 to 15 years on average, and 2 to 3 times higher all-cause mortality rate than the general population. This is on par with severe heart disease, type 1 diabetes, HIV, and cancer, all lethal and fatal if left untreated. I lost touch with reality. Things got worse the longer I ignored the problem. I said and did things I deeply regret. Some of the people I loved the most, I treated the worst. You endure fear, confusion, humiliation, trying to have someone who was at times unrecognizable. Looking back, I became detached from my true self. And that fracture
Oh yeah, for sure.
I gravitated toward the most destructive symbol I could find, the swastika. Time out. If this man is about to blame becoming a Nazi on a head injury 24, 25 years ago.
Ain't no fucking way, bruh.
Led to bipolar.
And the thing is, he's apologized multiple fucking times, bro. Like, there's only so many times you can make a mistake before it's like, okay, bro, you gotta let you go, bro. Throw him in the woods, bro. Ass naked, no clothes, no money.
Disorder, I'm going to throw my computer. I'm going to throw my computer. Because what the fuck? I guess now was a good enough time as any to tell you. I grew up in a single parent household, and that single parent had undiagnosed bipolar disorder. So I saw it all, heard it all, especially when I was 12, 13 years old. I saw the peaks, the confidence, unstoppableness, ready for the world, can do anything. I saw the valleys, the uncontrollable depression, sadness, wanting to not be here anymore. And as a kid, living with that parent by myself, I went through a lot. Like a lot. And there's some trauma I experienced in those years that I've never been able to forget. And because of those years, I made a lot of mistakes in life just trying to get away from that pain and depression I felt myself as a kid.
That's unfortunate, bro.
I saw this firsthand. My feelings and opinions come from a place of experience. So I know that a person under those conditions may not be themselves. They may not be their best selves. And while a person hurt by them in their different states can absolutely forgive them, that does not remove or erase the scars of the hurt or harm that was caused during those different states or manic episodes. So while sure I can acknowledge that Kanye probably has mental struggles, if it's bipolar or whatever else he says it is, I feel bad for him and I hope he gets better. But in the same breath, I can also say it does not excuse being anti-black, saying anti-black things.
It's like, I get it, like, you got mental illnesses, but like, there's only so many times you can keep doing this shit. Like, I'm sorry, bro.
The world stage and siding and co-signing with racist, white supremacists, and other people that push anti-black rhetoric. It does not excuse him praising Hitler or Nazis, putting swastikas on shirts, putting the Confederate flag on shirts, siding with MAGA, making Trump look cool to a whole population of people that aren't thinking for themselves. Maybe they're too young. Maybe they'll just do whatever Kanye says. It doesn't excuse.
I feel like a lot of it was just, they were just young. They just didn't understand at the time, bro. Like, it is what it is, bro.
Him making somebody like Elon Musk or Nick Fuentes cool to an entire population of people that don't know any better but to like them because Kanye likes them. It doesn't excuse songs like Hail Hitler being a neo-Nazi theme song at this point. It does not.
He literally created a Nazi anthem, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Excuse him creating an entire genre of black Nazi MAGA influencers that we have to deal with, that we have to fight back against. What he went through is sad. It's tough. I understand. I saw it firsthand. But nothing that he brought into the world is excused by his diagnosis or lack thereof. We can have empathy but still want accountability.
It just shows how, like, how corrupted and how much of a piece of shit that Donald Trump is, though. The fact that Donald Trump used Kanye West to, like, get votes and shit like that. That's why he brought him around. He didn't bring him around because he actually gave a fuck about him. He's black. Donald Trump doesn't like black people. You should notice he looks at black people like monkeys. I'm sorry, bro. He looks at you like a tool, bro. You know what I mean?
And even sold t-shirts bearing it. One of the difficult aspects of having bipolar type 1 are the disconnected moments, many of which I still cannot recall. That led to poor judgment and am deeply mortified by my actions in that state and am committed to accountability, treatment, and meaningful change. It does not excuse what I did, though. It doesn't. It doesn't even come close to excusing the things that Kanye did and to the evil and ignorance he brought into this world because people got
bro, he's literally part of the problem. He's literally the reason why this anti-black shit even is even as big as it is right now, bro. You created a Nazi anthem. You did all that. Like, why did they even allow this nigga, bro, to do this, bro? Who allowed him to post that shit? Who is his team, bro?
Who can co-sign from him to be
What the fuck?
anti-black, racist, anti-Semitic, a white supremacist, MAGA, a Nazi, any of it. It does not excuse what I did, though. I am not a Nazi or an anti-Semite. I love Jewish people. So are we just going to pretend like these never happened? First off, the swastika shirt is just outrageous till this day. How hard?
But like I don't like. How do you stoop so fucking low, bro? Like, what is this shirt, man? Didn't he sell this as merch, too? What the fuck was wrong with this nigga, bro? I mean, I get he has a mental illness, but it's like I said, there's only so many chances you can fucking get, bro.
Hard he was pushing Nazism does not get erased or made right by an ad taken out in the Wall Street Journal of all things. I'm a Nazi. I love Hitler. Now what, bitches? I'm racist. Stereotypes exist for a reason and they all be true. Fuck Virgil. I remember reading these and just being completely baffled that the only thing...
Like, you think this shit is fake, but it's like... Nah, this shit real, bro.
People got mad at was fuck Virgil. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all don't see what this man is saying? He loves Hitler. He said it multiple times. Now what, bitches? Because he's challenging people because he's Kanye and nobody can say anything to him. None of this gets erased with that apology. To the black community, which held me down through all the highs and lows and the darkest times. And he's actually not wrong there because so many black people held this man down and I don't understand why. Super anti-black, spread anti-blackness, collabing and co-signing with people that hate black people, that outwardly despise black people. The Nick Fuentes and Myron's perfect examples of that. Any black people still holding
Donald Trump himself,
Kanye down, are partly responsible for how far he went to the alt-right because he felt like he could do anything and still have fans, which was true. Kanye really
that's the craziest part. No matter how many mistakes this motherfucker made, bro, he still has fans, bro. They still dick suck the fuck out of him. And I get it. He made good music. We're not denying that. But that was the old Kanye. We don't like the new Kanye, and Kanye should have fucking listened.
He should have been done with most black people with slavery was a choice and the Confederate flag clothing and the MAGA support. All of that. And I understand we're not a monolith. I'm not the voice for black people. Everybody can speak for themselves. But as far as I'm concerned, saying slavery was a choice and then laughing about it, aligning with MAGA, co-signing white supremacists was all just a bridge too far. I don't care how great music Kanye makes. I don't care what moments of my life his music was there for.
I don't give a fuck how many mental illnesses you got, bro. Revoke his right to post shit on Twitter, bro.
Represented. At a certain point, you have to support your people, even if one of your favorite people is going against the community. The black community is unquestionably the foundation of who I am. I am sorry to have let you down. I love us. Let me be clear. In those paragraphs, Kanye acknowledged specifically an itemized list of things that he's done against the Jewish community or that could have hurt the Jewish community. He didn't even take the time or effort to say how he hurt the black community, to say aligning with white supremacists, saying slavery was a choice, putting Confederate flags on clothes, siding with all these things he's done. He doesn't even take the time to apologize to the black community for the ways that he hurt many people in the black community. This is not a real apology to us. We're an afterthought. He took that full page ad out in the Wall Street Journal of all places to apologize to the Jewish community, which makes me think his bank account is running low. Maybe those revenue.
I think so too, bro. Every fucking time he loses money, bro, he apologizes and he comes right back into becoming a billionaire again. It does not make any fucking sense, bro.
Streams aren't streaming anymore after his DEF CON tweet on Jewish people. And basically, he just wants to get back in their good graces to get his business and money back where it needs to be. So I don't know how genuine any of this is. There's some YouTubers and content creators out there. Kanye could literally come in their house and slap their mom, and they would still play his music, still say it's the greatest thing ever, still say he's the greatest artist ever, and take everything with a grain of salt. Completely ignore him being racist, a Nazi, anti-Semitic, anti-black, everything, and still love Kanye for the music he makes. It's not enough. At a certain point, you got to stand for something or you're going to fall for everything, which is what they're doing if they buy this apology. And I'm not alone in feeling like that. I haven't lost touch with reality. So Mr. Slavery was a choice.
Slavery was a choice is a fucking insane thing to say, bro. That was insane, bro.
Can get fucked. He is suspect for the rest of his life. He sold shirts with swastikas and released a song called Hail Hitler. There's no going back now.
Yeah, you're done, nigga. Goodbye. Say goodbye, nigga. I turn into Illuminati. Say goodbye.
Again, this started in 2013 with the Confederate flag shirts. And up until last year, he was recording Hail Hitler. That's not an old song. The concept of making the song praising Hitler and then blaming it on a car crash from 24 years ago. Yeah, that's tough to look over. And then the fact he's inspired, motivated so many people. His song is literally the racist, white supremacist, neo-Nazi theme song. You can't put that genie back in the bottle. Don't trust Kanye. Y'all should be very aware of his rollouts by now. This is the 100th apology. He knows what the fuck he's doing. I gotta agree with that, even though I don't know if this is the 100th apology. The black community has never gotten an apology.
Nah, he's apologized multiple times, bro. I'm pretty sure. You know what I mean?
Not honestly. You guys think Kanye picked the Wall Street Journal to apologize because he thought a publication about money would reach the most? Not only reach the most, but possibly reach the community that he's trying to reach. Nah, bro, we not falling for it. My only thought on that apology is letting the black community down is not the same as owning the anti-blackness itself. Fact. If you can't name the harm...
I never thought of it like that. Well, I always thought that he was a traitor to not just black people, but to everybody in this country. But like, okay. He did, I guess, yeah.
You're not actually apologizing. When it came to his anti-Semitic comments, he didn't dance around it. He named it directly. That's my sentiment exactly. He didn't say what he was apologizing to the black community for other than letting us down. What does that mean? Not only did he hurt people directly and indirectly, but he planted the seeds of all the anti-blackness popularized with influencers that we see today because he gave so many of the wrong people cosigns and made them think they were cool and gave them a platform. In early 2025, I fell into a 4-month-long manic episode of psychotic, paranoid, and impulsive behavior that destroyed my life. As the situation became increasingly unstable, there were times I didn't want to be here anymore. Having bipolar disorder is a notable state of constant mental illness. When you go into a manic episode, you are ill at that point. When you are not in an episode, you are completely normal and
what happened to him, like, getting treatment? Isn't there, like, treatment for these kind of disorders and shit? And you think that his team would, like, do something to prevent him from doing shit like this? But, like, they don't. They just keep letting him do it. He has to have a team. He has to have, like, a team of people, bro.
That's when the wreckage from the illness hits the hardest. Hitting rock bottom a few months ago, my wife encouraged me to finally get help. I have found comfort in Reddit forums of all places. That's not the place Kanye should be.
Yeah, Reddit forums? Really? You went to fucking Reddit? at all fucking places.
He's somebody that's so easily manipulated into becoming a Nazi. Different people speak of being in manic or depressive episodes of a similar nature. I doubt any of them became alt-right white supremacist
Yeah,
Nazis.
that's
I read their
fucking
stories
insane,
and
bro.
realized I was not alone. It's not just me who ruins their entire life once a year, despite taking meds
Once a year. You ruined your entire life, like, for good. You're cooked, bro.
every day and being told by the so-called best doctors in the world that I am
You're
not
cooked,
bipolar,
bro.
but merely experiencing symptoms of autism. I can't speak to that, but taking meds every day, I know personally didn't work for my parent. They needed an injectable, a shot that lasted longer. I think that lasts 30 days because one of the problems with medication when it comes to bipolar and other disorders like that is once you take the medication, you feel great and you feel like you don't need it anymore. And then you go off the medication and
And then you're like, I see.
have episodes. Again, just speaking from my own experience and what I saw in my life. My words as a leader in my community.
But like I said, like, he should have been, like, he needs to just, bro.
Have global impact and influence. In my mania, I lost complete.
And you know what's crazy? All these, like, white supremacists, they took advantage of this nigga, bro. That's what makes it so sad. They took advantage of his illness and they twisted him into this foul fucking being that I'm looking at my screen right now. But it's still his fault. He should have taken his medication. I don't know why he.
Side of that. You want to give somebody the benefit of the doubt, but Kanye has done so much over so many years, such a long term, that it's hard to believe that every time he came out and said something anti-black or anti-Semitic or did something racist or made a whole clothing line, that he was in a manic episode or a manic state. As I find my new baseline and new center through effective medication, therapy, exercise, and clean living, I have newfound much needed clarity. I am pouring my energy into positive, meaningful art, music, clothing.
Keep taking that fucking medication. Stay on it, bro.
Design and other new ideas to help the world. Help the world? He surely hurt the world with all that stuff previously. I'm not asking for sympathy or free pass, though I aspire to earn your forgiveness. I write today simply to ask for your patience and understanding as I find my way home. With love, yay. I really do think Kanye influenced most of the weirdo, alt-right, white supremacist
for sure, bro.
behavior that we see today online. How many
The amount of, like, black people or like Hispanics that call themselves Nazis, they get Nazis tattoos and shit like that, it's insane, bro.
many people looked up to him that saw the way he was moving and said, cool, if Kanye's doing it, I'ma do it too. We have influencers like Sneeko, Myron, Nick Fuentes, Andrew.
Have your own opinion. Think for yourself. Do not let niggas tell you how to live your life. You do not live the same lifestyle as them, and most likely you won't. So stop. Oh shit, I accidentally just paused my recording right there. Stop listening to them niggas.
Who all have adopted Kanye's right-wing, fuck black people, MAGA, white supremacist way.
And it's crazy because Andrew Tate is literally half black. I'm mixed. I'm half white and half black, right? But like, I don't know, man. I don't get how people can get confused by that shit.
Not ignore this. There's going to be a big portion of the black community that forgives Kanye, that takes him back, and it's going to be the same portion that never really gave a fuck what he said or did about us or how he was moving affected black people as a whole. But I think for the majority of us, this apology rings hollow. I hope Ye gets his life together, gets his health.
Yeah, I hope he gets his life together, but yeah, bro, I would never trust you again. We will just move on, you guys. Move on. Move on from Kanye. Give up on that nigga. It's over for him. Give it up. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.